Good morning. We are here for Libra Traits. It's an ASMR video. Good morning to you on a Friday. And we're going to do Libra traits that still matter in society today. Really nice topic. I actually don't know how I came up with this. It was sort of like it just came through me in Friday's reading. Welcome back. You might have a sufficient bonus later, just depending on time. This is a beautiful topic because we get to discuss through cards, and the cards ain't dictating. They ain't dictating to us how to feel. So welcome back to your resident Libra Light 2025. Tomorrow on our main channel, we will have regular readings. Okay, so we'll have our regular topics. We're going to be calling No Communication, We Don't Talk Anymore. Okay, and those are the videos that will change over there as far as titling goes. Over here, it's going to be, very sparse. Everybody still wants bonus footage, and everybody still wants like fun videos here. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. If you notice it updated only twice a week, that's going to be normal. Okay. And then a lot of you asked me questions yesterday in the comments. I did put my answer in the videos below. So welcome back. And what are the Libra traits that still matter in society? Why do we have them? Oh, and I wanted to show you that I wrote down some of my favorite Libra traits. Dedication, you are driven, you're very kind. Even though we're balanced and we try to achieve that, we still remain very kind to others. We pay attention to the feelings of others. It's like the most conscientious sign I find. What do you guys think? Do you think that we're the most conscientious and maybe even one of the most patient, next to like, I would say Sag and Capricorn have like an equal amount of patience. And Capricorn is a cardinal sign like us. So I left the shuffle if you notice. Loyal is the other one, and hardworking. It's funny because I put HW, but I remembered to remind myself that it's hardworking. So I hope this finds you doing good, Libras. I know it was a tough week. Capricorn full moon was rigid, although it taught us lessons about ourselves. The struggle too maybe has a little bit more of an answer to it now. Going towards your higher self, think about these things. The ability to decide is such a power that we have to move on from matters to that weigh us down. Remember, you're the one with the answers within. Tarot is not a dictator. It is something to help you with guidance. It's like the biggest guidance counselor. All right, let's see what we have. Past life relationship. So Libra, some of you could be going through a karmic cycle, or maybe you have recently established that it was. The most important trait, I put down that you're dedicated, even in love stories. You might find that you fight for your partner, whereas other people have never fought for the love story that it could have been. This is a past life card, so let's read it. It says you have known each other before. You could be bumping into a person like that. Common spaces too. Remember that you can find someone amidst friends that you already trust. If you don't trust your friends, please don't go socialize in those circles. Don't allow yourself to be open to that energy. You can control what kind of good energy is coming in as well. You will know if somebody is karmic because they're still going through some things that they're learning from, and they're trying to pull you in. Okay. If you are finishing up generational, in my family, there's even like a generational curse with men in my family. I know the deeper story, but my dad has lost a wife. My brother did right after. And you'll notice like it kind of continues with other people in the family. That is a generational thing. We've done a lot to try to, spiritually get rid of that. I'll tell you guys more of the story in a future video because that's kind of a lot right now. And then we have romantic feelings. I haven't seen this card in like 2 years. Okay, so let's go ahead and read it. We have, I can. They're both, they're just giving a little peck. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, you have the romantic feelings card. Our sign, let's talk about this, is totally fitting with the video. Bottom of the deck is your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Keep an open mind. This card can be taken in a broad view too. This can go as far as your eye will let it. It can be with your friends, family, trusted employees, associates of yours, Libra. there is a cool video that I'll link down below that talks about a glow up, which happens this month astrologically for you. Okay, I've been watching her lately. This is an astrologer that I have gone and trusted because they show the charting on the website and kind of show evidences of their work. So I'll link her down below. She'll be in the box right below this video. Keep an open mind to Libra. I think somebody needs to give you a chance if you're looking for new love. Right now, if you're coupled, I think these romantic feelings can become enhanced. This is a good time for you to reframe the way you feel about commitment. Look at the Hierophant card. Look at the Lover's card when I pull up something like this. A stable relationship that doesn't play around, okay? And many people might find that our kindness is weakness. I put down on the card too that you're driven, so you will finish it and see it through. Going back to the past life, just the first card real quick, the advice there is that you don't have to deal with karmic enterprises. If somebody is coming, even if it's a karmic friend, never allow yourself to give the good energy, you know, the positive energy about you. You do not, you can say, I pass. I really like you as a person, but I'm focused on something right now. So you can be, you know, set the boundary line early is how I call that. And then this romantic feeling can also be a new person. We'll clarify in a moment. We will clarify that in a moment. I think that's talking about your romantic feelings as a Libra is very committal. And maybe people misunderstand that in this day and age because we're talking societal. A society change is that everybody feels like they could play around. If you kind of notice, like on Instagram, they don't take it as sacred as they used to. One of the qualities on your card also I wrote is loyalty. So we'll check that out in a question. You have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay, so we have an angel here. There's a lot of 222. Like, look at all the coupling and the imagery. Okay, there's a lot of that going on. I love romance angels because this is a very old-timey deck. This has been lasting for as long as readers have been online doing their stuff on the internet. Before, you would have to go see a reader, right, in person, or an intuitive fortune telling. But now it's so accessible on a very, very grand scale. I think here that some of you could be dealing with a past life relationship. I would really like to talk about that in this topic discussion. Keep an open mind was your bottom of the deck card. Let's go to tarot here. What are some of the traits that are still important? Can I pull that up for the cards that we have? You have Temperance. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't. Like, this is a complete surprise. We have Archangel Michael energy that comes in as Sagittarian. So I just give you a moment. He's a very, very powerful guardian of trust, being able to guide people the right way too. This is a beautiful card. All the water. I'm just kind of soaking it in because I wasn't expecting this. Here you're being led to somebody who is heart-led, okay? You'll know that because of the way they speak, their honesty. Look at their eyes, Libra, when they talk to you. Look at people's eyes when they talk to you. If they're looking at you directly, what does that say? It's a little bit of sincerity. Somebody shows interest into talking to you. Sincere interest, maybe even giving you their time, because time is everything. And those are just a couple of things I can bring up. I would love today if you guys put down below what is important to you when you're talking to somebody as well. So we have Temperance there guiding the situation. I think you know too that you are protected because he's a protective angel amongst lots of things, okay? Like that's not even the tip of the iceberg here. 911, when the reading flashed, he is powerful in protecting love stories, family, children. This is a big card about you knowing that, okay, and not having doubt in that area. I think people forget that too. Once they've ascended and they've gone through a very big awakening, lots of talking this week. My voice is about to go out. And Temperance is here to guide you, okay? What are the other traits that are still important? Strength. I'm going to go a little bit slower today. Strength is about courage. This major arcana of the 21. There are only 21 majors in the entire storytelling that you can do with cards. There's only 21. It's funny because the sequence is 8 and 14, temperance being 14. They want to remind you that you have this. This is why we're going back. You have a 14 currently. The 8 here is saying strength is a huge part of why you have survived certain things. You may have gone through something difficult with a partner in the past. This is saying that you have courage even right now. So speak your mind, stand up for something. They're sending you more strength today. Some of your traits is that you face it head on and you do not ignore the situation. Some of you may have when you were younger, like a little bit like this, like sweeping under the rug if there was a relationship issue. This tells me nowadays you don't either have time for that or there's something here that is timely, has to be done in a timely orient with temperance being there. Okay. What's the most important thing to Libra now? One more, because that was a little too early. You had the 5 of Wands sideways. I'll read them. That cross connects to this card, the 2 of Cups. Okay. I think somebody wants to resolve something there. We're seeing here that it could help or hurt the situation. More argument or more tense emotions. The 2 of Cups is a very gentle card about let's work on our relationships. Let's work on it because it's a union feeling if you look at the 2 of Cups. The deeper, maybe surface level part of 2 of Cups is that it's just us getting together at its very minimal point. Let's get together. And then when you take it to the deeper amount of things here, Libra, the 2 of Cups can talk about someone who's exactly right for you. My lamp shook. I don't know if it's my leg, but everything started shaking. When I said that, so I got scared, California earthquake. But we have the 2 of Cups. Okay, so that could be a concern here. I want to feel it out, like if I were you. I think that this is a 2 of Cups that could be new for a lot of you, and you are opening up to romance again. This could be a hermit season that's over. Could be hermiting that's over. Page of Wands was the other card. News there. What do they want to discuss? Let's do a shuffle for that. What do they want to discuss? We're using Rider-Waite 2. The brown and orange deck here is the original Rider-Waite that's been modified a little bit through their artwork. They made it a little bit like friendlier, safer. It's not drawn as harshly, and they made the lines like Page of Wands is a good card to show that. If you notice, the lines are like less harsh in this deck. Okay, couple things here. Thank you. 3 of Swords reversed again. I gotta pause. You have the Queen of Swords. The Tower is peaking, if you guys notice there. And you guys can review those too, because those are the ones that are trying to come out of the deck. That's Queen of Swords, Page of Swords, the Tower. So that's Libra, Libra, Scorpio. Okay, if you have Scorpio in your chart here in your natal, there could be a lot of changes in household dynamics and also your friendships with people. Okay, friendships, household, the things that you're creating in your home. That's Scorpio, okay? But we're not doing a Scorpio reading. What we're saying here is the Queen of Swords has a boundary line today. I want to know why your boundaries too have stuck to you. I'll ask that question in just a short while because I'm doing this gently. Okay, we have the Page of Cups. So you could be more sincere right now with your approach, listening as well as receiving. I see that in the Page of Cups for you. The advice for the King of Cups, stand your ground. Okay, if lately you've been feeling a lot of water energy, or 6 of Cups is nostalgia, he is about maturation of emotions and he can be very compassionate. And if you notice, I'm updating this site today. He came out again, and he's like the ruler lately, the King of Cups over here on Libra Light 2025. And then you have a reversal of the 3 of Swords. The reason why it caught me off guard is because traditionally, this is your guys' card. The 3 of Swords signifies that Libra mends the 3 of Swords very well. Like your powerful emotions are here. You can heal yourself through yourself through a 3 of Swords. So it's reversed, and that means that these eventually fall out. They come out of the artwork here and they fall to the ground. I have been taught that as a reader. When I began reading, I was about The interest was about 31 years old. And I learned that a long time ago. You guys are probably aging me right now. And then we have the Knight of Cups, Page of Swords. I just kept going at the bottom of my shuffle. Page of Swords is an observer. They're active in observing, so they're trying to retrieve information. Here in this reading, it could be some of your traits, because this is your card, are still important in society because Libra can do research about what they want to do. You get crafty, maybe you get creative and also curious. All right, so it doesn't end just here. You have curiosity to do many different things. Maybe you're learning how to use a computer properly again, or you're learning a type of language. You might be exceeding to do things. What I'm getting here, because you see the clouds, right? You see the movement in the Page of Swords. It keeps having a movement time and time again. You don't just stop at where you were at, if that makes sense. And save this video, play it back when you have hard days, because I'm reminding you of who you are in this video. You should be aware of that. Page of Swords, Knight of Cups. All right, we go to clarification. We have very little cards so far. This could be the broader story of today too, as you guys know how it works. After that is, okay, so she's here. She's after the Tower. We talk about your emotional capability to transform and transmute. She would be the one to do that because she is the queen of the emotional sector, okay? I'll keep her because I think they were meant to be a true pair that you saw today. Let's get the other one. They're meant to sometimes be together. I'll explain it in terms of a separation or no communication. They're very much both in their feelings. They could be mirroring one another. The Queen of Cups, King of Cups combo is so special, and I'll tell you a couple things about them. They're still very dedicated. They could be dedicated from afar. They could be, if this is no communication relationship for some of you, I know that's not everybody, they could be trying to communicate through their thoughts, words, and their empathy towards each other. Okay, so I can see how some of you today that arrived here, you have Cancerian portions in your natal chart, or you could have Scorpio, because that's what that is. You were born in November, or you have November attributes in your chart. I found out I did my birth chart wrong like 2 years ago. So I found out I had more Scorpio. I wasn't aware of that. I thought I didn't. And then I noticed when it was pulled up and I had my actual time, it was in several places. So you might want to recheck also the information of your natal chart too today. Okay? Some of you wrote me about that too, like on a personal level. I got emails. Four of Swords, Seven of Cups. I see something here about work. I just want to discuss it really quickly because I have the Eight of Pentacles today. Eight of Pentacles is a work focus. You could have a lot of dedication, again, loyalty to your workspace. Some of you are returning to a trade which made you more affluent in the past. There's really good transits around July 16th that allow many of you to change your career, okay? If this is involving like shaking hands, signing contracts, business deals, be very careful where you put your name, because Uranus and Gemini, this particular astrological movement, we call it a transit, right? That is telling us be careful where you put your name for the next 6 to 7 years, because that is where the contract will lie. And also, if you're doing something legal, even though I'm not a legal advisor, I'll put the disclaimer under this video. Many of you are learning that what you sign is going to affect you. So when all else fails today after you leave the video, remember that I told you that, is read the fine print, because your glow up is going to be happening during this time. How you dedicate yourself, what you move into, that's also very, very important, is how you're choosing to move right now. Okay, make really good decisions. The things that make you feel good, okay? If it's confusing, do not go in that direction. That's the whole point of this transit, okay? We have the Hanged Man. This is a big card in last night's reading. It is a major arcana. We're going to talk about it in terms of your traits. If you are dedicated and loyal, and that tends to be underdogged or overlooked, you had a lot of time to think about it this last maybe trine or this season that just happened. We just had a lot of major movements. All 3 retrograde planets are in their place. Okay, So, and mind you, this is the pre-shadow portion. We're going to go into retrograde. And you might be already feeling the effects of that. Tower could be really surprising. Okay. Can I know what the Tower is, please? Because that one is gonna bother me if I don't clarify that. Everything else here looks pretty self-explanatory from what we've been through. Also, I told you in the weekly, be very careful where your energy goes. Do not deplete it. Okay, no energy depletion, because you'll notice you're more lighthearted when you give yourself relaxation too. When you get to relax, read a book, and sit down with all your lovelies, at home. Make sure you feel comforted and go easy on yourself. These are tough times, so please go easy on yourself. The Tower, please. Page of Pentacles, okay. Oh, wow. The Lovers and the King of Wands. And hold on. Put this down. I cannot show the Lovers, just to let you know. I cannot. That's just one of the cards I cannot, and I also didn't block it off. Seven of Wands, okay. Page of Pentacles, which is a tiny offer. That's the Tower. This comes in, I've seen this in personals, and I don't do personal readings right now, okay? Everything is on YouTube that I do. I've seen this as an olive branch. Okay, somebody surprising in retrograde. This is highly possible, okay, happening. I think the feeling that goes with that is they admit to being guarded, and this person disconnected for their own personal reasons. A lot of you, it may have begun from an argument that was small, okay, that now doesn't have a lot of matter to it, or this person could admit to something. It's either one of the two, okay? So there's like an admission here. Page of Pentacles is an offer coming from this surprise. Some of you too will get like a business announcement, or this is something from the past returning. It's almost looking like you applied for it. It never went through. It comes back to visit you during this time. Okay. And then the King of Wands is also clarified as one of the Tower moments here. You had three. Tower, King of Wands. What do you have to say? Yes. I'm going to start with a whole new 78. What do you have to say? What is the King of Wands and the Tower? Is that determination? Sometimes that could be acting out of your shadow a little too much too. Okay. King of Wands can be somebody who has determination, but it is misplaced. So you have to really look at this King of Wands when they communicate to you. What kind of message is this? Because he is perseverant, not necessarily loyal. He doesn't come with that in the card, but this Tower is like their voice. Do you see how they're trying to communicate on the card? Okay, clarifier, Four of Wands, that's them. Wands, Wands, Page of Swords. It just popped out right now when I did the shuffling. Page of Swords. I'm taking a little pause so you can inhale. Five of Pentacles. It's kind of giving off, okay. Nine of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, the Lovers again. Okay, reading's good. Reading's good. The split is the King of Pentacles, and I'll show you where I split it. King of Pentacles in purple. That was where I stopped it. This King of Wands had a relationship to you. Okay, so the only way it's going to check out, they did know you. They keep an eye on you with the Page of Swords. There's the owl in the background. Okay, and then if I move it to the Five of Pentacles, the Five is someone who sees Libra now getting it a particular way. Just give me a second. They see you, they acknowledge the connection, and it left them in the Five of Pentacles in a, I'm getting the word butthurt. That's what I keep hearing that too. It's like, you can say it in the reading, but it's a butthurt feeling about that. And excuse me if it's not you. Okay, excuse me, because maybe this wasn't your reading. What is the Five of Pentacles only? That's all I want to know. What is the Five of Pentacles? And that's smart deduction here. Five of Pentacles. The Empress. Okay, that said it all. I think you guys even know what it means for you. It's very self-explanatory to the Hierophant. Seven of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. So if this is, and some of you are coming from Libra Light Main too, they have, I don't know if they have a message to connect with you. They've had a powerful reinsurgence of emotions. It is regarded in the committal cards because the Empress can be beauty, Venus, lots of Venus transition too lately. Even Taurus is going through stuff as well. Taurus and Libra are Venus. These two cards, the committal things, is very much why this person regards you still. Okay, and there could be a little bit of intimidation because they can't voice it to you. They've been thinking about how to voice it to you. It just requires a lot of braveness. It requires being brave. And the King of Wands, the Emperor is going to go ahead and do that. Not so much this guy. He's determined, but yes, he will write a text and not send it. You know, it's a lot of drafting from this kind of a person. Drafts. You guys know what I mean by that. Okay. Clarify just the Empress then. Clarify just, thank you, Knight of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. They've been deliberating on telling you their feelings. This is someone who really during the Capricorn full moon, if you guys want me to tell you like what it is astrologically, took a lot of time to mull over it and like decipher their feelings, build it up to build it down. Knight of Cups is also someone who still carries a torch for you. Okay, this might require a bonus. Dang it. No, I'm just kidding. And I think that's where it stands because there's a beauty about the Empress card, if you guys don't mind me doing. There's a beauty about every resource that you've touched on too. And then you're growing as well. You're growing intelligibly, you're growing on an intellectual level. There's been so much here that you do by yourself. They're thinking, why would you even need a partner? Why would you even need one? And that's what I've come to, Libra, because the Five of Pentacles Empress thing is now a regular in our readings. This, I have memorized the colors. That's how often it happens. We've been getting this. If you even watch from the, what was the date of Jurassic Park? That date was Saturday. If you guys go back to that video, we started getting themes of this on that day. Okay? I hope this was helpful. 30-minute reading for you. Very much sending you my love. If you guys don't mind, I might just throw in some bonuses. I do want to do a class later, and we'll kind of catch you up to speed also on next week. I might want to do a preview reading of next week, and I hope that's helpful for you. I hope this really was, and write down some of the traits as well at the beginning of this video if it's helpful for you. I'm losing my voice, so I'll see you a little bit later.